Okay. While we wait for everyone to tune in, let's choose a better livery than this one. Tom, how you doing, my man? GPX, I've always liked this livery. Is the Kailami 9-hour? Oh, look at that. The livery's changed. Good morning, gents. Just having a poke about the game. I like this new feature. Is this new? Can't tell. Let's see, is that camera straight or not? Can't really tell. You can open up the doors. I can't remember if that was possible last time. It's weird that the graphics are a little bit down. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're going to do some quick join servers, build up the trust rating. And 35 seconds left in quali. Alrighty. So, okay, with 22 seconds left, let's just quickly go to the aggressive setup. I haven't actually driven this car properly. I did a little bit of coaching in with Jimmy P. James from RLM, and it was quite a cool car to drive. So I figured let's knock about here. Oh, there's 2 qualifyings. All right, I just need to quickly reply to a message, and then I'll be full attention. Where are we? We're at Monza. I can tell from the stands. Just by the way, can you guys hear me loud and clear? You had Dirty Dave talking about trust. Can you imagine? Test. It looks like it's coming through. Qualifying 1 is done. Oh no. Hey Byron, sorry about the load shedding, man. Priory Racing Club. I drive the 48 in ACC because of your videos. Awesome. Where's Psycho Sheep? Like it. Why are you driving the Porsche? I figured let's have some fun in cars which are not the Ferrari. I always drive the Ferrari. I spent about 4 minutes in an Aston once in this game, and I spent an hour in the Porsche. So I figured let's just give it a go, you know. Let's give it a try. I haven't played
green light. Go.
I haven't played I haven't played Gran Turismo this whole week, to be honest. Oh, someone's inside me. Come on, gents. Okay, so Monza, not my best track because why is it braking? The gears are set up to compensate for tracks like Monza, Le Mans, and also Paul Ricard. I think I managed to damage my car now. For heaven's sake. Don't read comments and drive, gents. Okay. Graphics are a bit low, so I do want to sort that out. Oh, still busted. Game sounds a little bit loud. Okay, I will adjust that in a second. Let me just do these laps.
Yellow flag. Be careful there.
and I need to adjust these graphics. Sorry, the graphics are just so low that I can't even see what's going on. Video, I got mid, let's go high. Because the viewing distance is just too low. Thanks for the donation, Sasha. #1 fan, thanks dude. Oh, I don't understand. Would I say that South Africa is a safe place? Why would it? I love Cape Town. Cape Town's relatively safe. I never spent much time in Johannesburg. I grew up in Johannesburg until I was 10, so not enough to remember.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Yeah, this is a live lobby. Graphics okay for now. I'm not sure if you guys have any frame rate issues. On my side it's pretty smooth. Come on, I didn't cut the track. I stayed on the track. Kevin, that's the radio guy. To be honest, Dave, it probably is 30 FPS on your side. This car moves around a lot. Enough, I'm not helping him because I've got other things to do, my friend. So how's everyone's Saturday so far? See you, Kev. 150.8 P nowhere. Tyrone, you should set the TC quite low, like 3 and 3. And ABS I'll always leave on 3, both in the game and in real life. Here it's on 4.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Alright.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Let's make this corner. Oh my gosh. Just crazy turn and oversteer, followed by big understeer, but the main issue here is the oversteer. Yeah, it's a drift car at the moment. I think the setup needs some tweaking. Stay on track, stay on track. this is not the best lap. I fully am aware of that. Just trying to use this setup. Position 1 out of 18. Doubt it.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Where is everybody? Oh, lost so much time there. Okay, let's make some small tweaks quickly. I think that this car, I'm guessing it's too stiff. So let's just check here. Oh, that's quite stiff at the back. Okay, dampers. I have no idea what to do in a Porsche, so. But that is definitely too stiff there. Rebound is the down, so it obviously can't be symmetrical. Okay, and the error, what's going on here? Rear wing 0, which will contribute to the to that oversteer that I'm getting. And there is already a lot of pitch in this car. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa, look at that differential. It's already so open. I thought it was like completely closed. Holy. Tyrone, I don't actually do many ACC setups. This is like the second one I've done. It's not worth sharing, trust me. It's total thumbsuck. I don't know the game well enough to actually like get into it. And in real life, I mostly leave this to the engineers, so. Other thing I wanted to do just quickly, let me just save this. Is real. I wanted to move my. I can't do it. I wanted to move the camera. Why am I at the back? Oh, because it's combined qualifying. Yeah, I should have. Well, the thing with making the softer, the rear roll bar softer, is it's going to create more pivoting. Like the softer damping is actually better for the bumps on the track. There are bumps, especially on the braking. 50 seconds. I need to close the blind here because the sun is in my face. Well, there's no such thing as sun in England, but the glare from the clouds. So let's turn that on. And we'll turn this light on here. And we should be good to go. P30. What did I do wrong there? There's no explanation on that. Greetings from the... Hey Norman, how are you doing, sir?
Going double file. Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Look at this guy. What's going on here, people? How is this so difficult to figure out? Oh my god. You want to play real simulators, but you can't even do a race start? Someone explain this to me. Someone explain this to me! This is hilarious.
Green line, give it all you got. Got some light damage on the front of the car. Box, we have to repair the car.
My theory remains, guys. It doesn't matter if you're in Gran Turismo or in ACC. If the guys can't drive, the guys can't drive. The lower lobby is always terrible. This game is an esport. Oh. That was ridiculous. I can't play the competition server because my trust ranking is not high enough. How do you build up your trust ranking? Public service. I mean, my opinion of the ACC online elements is questionable at best. Let's go set some lap times. No, I don't want to be Dirty Dave anymore. That cap has been retired.
Slow car ahead.
I know, but racing against the AI is boring. It becomes quite predictable.
There's a slow car ahead.
The car is much better with some slightly softer suspension and damping. Much less sliding. Oh, but the power oversteer. Look at this! It's Christmas in Monza. I don't like using the radar map because it's not good practice for real life. It's the trust ranking, because every time I try to do the competition service, It tells me you need to improve your trust ranking. So
Slow car ahead.
oh my, this car is very sensitive to downshifts, which is strange because the engine's in the back, but there must be a reason for that. I'm not last, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not last. I'm second last. In real life, I love Monza.
We're halfway through, not over yet. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Thanks, Edwin. How you doing, mate? Ed, how are you, sir? Oh, gotta be very patient through here. This is
Fastest lap of the race.
actually I don't know which server this is. I think it's just a
There's a car leaving the pit lane.
I
Watch
forgot
out.
what the name is. P8. Get the front in. I'm in the public servers because I don't want to race the API and I can't race the competition servers. Sorry, not the API, the AI. I've been talking too much about APIs recently. I love Monza. I think it's very technical. People think it's not a good racetrack, but to be fast here, you have to be very precise with your braking, which I'm not. So I use this place to get better with my left foot. Let's cut the track there. You can't do that in real life, but in all the sims you seem to be able to not use the full length of parabolic loop quite easily.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Yes, I think in this in this one the engine map 8 is the fastest one. Yeah. Buongiorno.
Leaders on the final lap now. Well done, mate. Go to lap.
Angry face set to the steering wheel. I see it now. I can't unsee it. So in order to race in the competition servers, I have to up my track rating, which means 4 clean laps at every racetrack in the game. That's a mission. It'll take me a very long time. I have no plan on doing that at the moment.
Car on the left. The leader has finished the race. Leader on the left. Alright, race is over. Good job, mate. You did your best. Bring it back to the pits.
Edwin, I'm on the with the FFB. Actually, I wonder if it's reset because I had to. It probably has reset actually, because I had to reinstall the software last night. No, it's what it normally is. It goes red sometimes, I know that, but overall, it's actually very good. I'm happy with my. I know it sometimes clips, but it's not like iRacing, which is just never works. So I'm on 90. So which tracks? Where do I go to see? Where do I go to see where which tracks I still need to do? Is this it? Look at those invalids. 5, 10, 7, 3, 1. Suzuka. Hang on a second. Do I need to go to Misano 2018, Brands Hatch 2018, Silverstone 2018, and get 4 clean laps on those tracks as well? So here we got Nurburgring 18, Catalunya, Zandvoort. Okay, Nurburgring, Brands Hatch, Misano. This is a freaking nightmare, man. Seriously. Okay, let's start at Nurburgring. What car are we using? What car? Let's use the Bentley. I haven't used the Bentley yet. We're going to play as my mate, Pepper. Geordie! Bathurst winner. Yeah, shiny. All the tracks are perfect in this game, honestly. Mate, it's the wrong tab. Yeah, I saw that, guys. I did see that.
Green light, green light.
This is not how you sit in a racing car. You know, when I sat in the Bentley, I raced a Bentley in 2016 at Spa. This, I swear to God, this is what it felt like. I promise you. That's what it felt like in there. It was just a nightmare. Yeah, it's okay with the thing. Pitch is okay. Okay. Save. Drive.
Go, go, go.
Oh my God. How aggressive is this TC? Let's turn that way down. Tucker, thank you so much. Sacred geometry, man. Sacred geometry. Thanks for the donation, brother. This is so thrilling. This arbitrary rule to do the track ranking thing. It's like you can drive 5 seconds off the pace. Okay, not 5 seconds off, but you can be like within a 95% margin and just do 5 clean laps or 4 clean laps. There must be another way. We're just cruising around, gents. Yeah, I can see my steering wheel, mate, but you can't see my steering wheel. You have to see this one. I mean, there's a camera looking at me turning, but it's not the same view as this. And I've always enjoyed driving with the full interior view where you can see the whole car. I love that. No! No! Oh God. Off we go again. Just by the way, does it include the outlaps? Okay. So if you make a mistake at turn 5, you have to do 4 laps from turn 5. Is this explained anywhere in the game, by the way? Or do you just find this out in the forums? Go very slowly from here. Let's make sure that we take this corner cleanly this time. Oh, we understand. Right. The most basic task in the world. David can't do it. Let's return to garage and start again. Saves us doing the whole lap invalidated. If you have a big slide, it will kill your CLA. What's that? Clean lap. Which one's the clean lap one? Still got a red out lap thing. Is that because I cut the pit line? Did I even cut the pit line? I feel like this thing shouldn't disappear unless you have those medals. The only way to get your track competence to disappear is to do your medals. That'll be cool. Okay, here we go. Taking this seriously now. Turning up the volume even. Tucker, thanks again, my man. Thank you, sir. Sacred geometry, sacred geometry. So why is it called track competence, but then the thing is TR? Shouldn't it be TC? In ACC it sounds like we race with the toolbox in the car. staying in the white lines. Yeah, the sound in the car is mostly engine and transmission noise in real life. You don't hear the crashing that you hear as much in the game. You hear a lot of in braking, you hear the ABS and the pads grinding in braking. But you don't hear like, there's a lot of, I don't know, like the stones hitting and stuff, it's a bit softer, it's quite a bit softer in real life. Like through there you don't hear that. Or if you get up on that curve, you don't hear the actual suspension moving. Sometimes you hear creaking, like if something is not tight or something, you hear like a rah, rah.
Well done, mate. That's all the best.
I like the Nurburgring in real life. I don't like it in games. I mean, I really don't like this section in any form of racing, real life or sim racing. The stadium section is horrific. But this next section, the rest of the track I love. Every corner invites you to try to take it faster and faster and push more speed, get on the power earlier. It's really awesome to drive in real life. Will I compete in 24-hour? Which 24-hour? Is Le Mans, Spa, and what's the other one? I forget the other one now. Oh, Nurburgring. No, I won't be at the Nurburgring.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Next track, try the McLaren. Oh, I have driven the McLaren. I drove it around Kyalami for like a few laps. Okay, next track. Misano or Brands or Zandvoort. My favorite GT3 car in real life, besides a Ferrari. I mean, the thing is with the Ferrari,
Green light. Go, go, go.
it is literally my favorite car. So, But if I wasn't driving the Ferrari, I would like to drive the Audi or maybe the Porsche or something. Yeah, I also didn't know that the brakes burning was possible in ACC. Whoa! Okay, I'm definitely too far back with this seat position. Because you can see the edge of the helmet will go quite a bit forward. And because I want to see where I'm going, in real life, can't really see where you're going. Can you speak Australian in Australian accent? I watched an onboard lap this morning around here in this car in ACC, the 159.8 in hot lap mode. Ridiculous. Just with the aggressive setup. Hello, brakes, where are you? What tires? I think he used Michelin's. I mean, Pirelli's. It was just with no BOP. It was a BOP free session. Norman, I don't do it for the physical distance of my monitor. I don't believe in that thing. I think that's silly. I do it for what I see as if I'm in the car now, in real life. Not as if I'm in the chair. It's as if I'm in the car. That's what I like. How do I turn down all this crashing and stuff? Master engine exterior tires, weather is it ambience? Damage radio comms, must be ambience, yeah? Crowd track speakers, okay, no. Weather, exterior engine. So I can't turn down like the... Oh, it's called tires, but it's actually tires, braking, ABS, curbs. That should not be called tires. I'm not sure what the size of my monitor is, to be honest. I think it's a 32 inch. I think it's a 32 inch. I live in London, mate. Yeah, I'm carrying the toolbox with me, guys. So my FOV is pretty like close to standard, what ACC sets it. I just move the car, the driving position back and down. You can hear the other cars around you. Remember also, gents, you're wearing earplugs when you're in the car. You have to wear earplugs. It's too loud otherwise. But also the earplugs is so you can hear your radio. So your ears are pretty, like, it's like blocking your ears. So everything that I'm hearing now is actually, yeah, I mean, look, the engine is very loud, so that even with the earplugs in, mate, I'm not having this FOV argument again. Use what FOV you want. I've driven with 1,000 FOVs, guys. Please, can we change the subject? It does not make a difference to your lap time, because if the FOV is making the difference, it means you're looking at the wrong place, guys. It has nothing to do with where a braking point is.
Well done, mate. Your fastest step so far.
Yeah, guys, ACC is ridiculously underpriced, let's be honest. Oh, CC is very high. How often do you use asymmetrical setups? Very rarely, because that just makes you get more and more lost. Oh, one more lap. I thought I'd done it. I thought I'd done it. I scored all the medals. I do find driving in Sims can be harder sometimes than in real life. Just in terms of the feeling and stuff. Okay. Brands Hatch next. We're going to use the McLaren now. We're gonna go purple. And we're gonna race as Enzo. Ciao Enzo! Come here. Why is your camera so weird? Okay, so when we go in this car... Oh, I
Green
think
light.
I've already
Go, go,
adjusted
go.
it in this car. View settings, we'll just go a little bit further forward. I mean, in real life, what you can see is you can see the rearview mirror if you just look with your eye to the left, but... So, let's see, if you do that. Yeah, that's about right. Oh my gosh. TC. In real life, your competitiveness is heavily determined by your BOP, whether you're in a Ferrari or a Bentley. Look how the Audi struggled in Bathurst. This car feels dead. I speak with the ACC guys all the time. I need to speak to Luca about certain sounds in the 48 actually. We need to do that. Oh, I hate that corner. Hate that corner in games and in real life. I'm driving the different cars for fun, mate. I haven't driven them yet. Whenever I play ACC, I always play with the Ferrari. So, I'm just doing the different cars for fun. I want to see what they feel like. Driving quite slowly just so I can get the track medals. The Ferrari's not the heaviest, the Mercedes is the heaviest. But the Ferrari is quite heavy. And we have very low torque in the Ferrari in real life because of the BOP. I was in the public service, Jack, but I still want to just up my track competence first. I did a race at Monza. any BOP changes. To be honest, I'm not sure. We have the new Ferrari coming out, which I'm driving in 3 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time. And there'll definitely be some changes to the BOP after the tests.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
This car has a lot of understeer. Oh no, stay on the track, stay on the track. Errol, how you doing, my man? Just realized you left a comment there. Are you fast on GD Sport, bro? Have you made another step? Tell me. Oh! I'm driving the Evo this year, yes. Yeah, the steering ratio is quite insane.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Okay, next up, Misano. Is AMG heavier than the Nissan? Guys, also it depends on the track, because each track has a different class. There's like 4 classes or categories, if you will, and those categories determine the BOP. So like, I'm just using an example, Monza and Spa are class 1 or category 1, and based on that there's a template of BOP settings for each car that you use for those racetracks, and then you go to the racetrack, and if it's slightly out of balance, then the teams like push really hard to get more power or whatever. Misano next, and we're going to do it in the... I don't like the McLaren as much as I thought. Let's do the Honda. In as Renger van der Zande. This guy's a machine. Yeah, headset is wireless. Best headset ever. Where will you be testing in 3 weeks? All the racetracks.
Green light. Show them what you got.
Seriously, all the racetracks. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, track competence, here we go. Oh, another granny seat position. All you FOV police. Look, I don't touch the FOV. I usually don't touch it in ACC. All I do is move the seat back to a more realistic position and down. There you go. And that's still sometimes, this is actually a little bit too high. Okay, but the hands get in the way in the game, so we'll go a little bit higher, gents. There we go. This is not what you see in real life, but whatever. Favorite motorsport series to watch is still Formula 1. I don't miss Formula 1 come night or day. Well, actually I do. If I'm racing myself, I miss it. Which is really sad, because I'm a huge Formula 1 fan. Yes, I will drive the new Evo. Everyone who owns a Ferrari will drive the new Evo. BOP is balance of performance. Oh, this car handles nicely. Sounds nice also. F1 is so predictable. I don't know. Some of the best races have been 2019. Some of the best ever races were in 2019. I admire the drivers who are at the top level. Oh, hello. Just being safe here, gents. I'm sure that the EVA will come to ACC, but you won't notice the difference. Seriously. To you it will feel like a setup difference. It doesn't look much different. There's slightly different rear wing, slightly different, the doors are different, but the setup of the car is what's changing, but not drastically. So you wouldn't know. You could probably set up the car, the current 488 in ACC. You could probably set it up to feel like the Evo, so it makes no difference. I think rally is harder than tarmac. If no BOP, which car will be fastest? Well, it depends which manufacturer you speak to. They all say that their car will be the fastest. But I've heard a lot of people agree that it's possible that the Ferrari would be the quickest without the BOP. But I don't know. They actually use the Ferrari often as the baseline car to set the BOP. So all the other cars are set around Ferrari's power balance and all that. That's what I've been told by the officials. Whether or not it's true or just to make us feel good about our car, I don't know. Martin, in every series, if you don't have money, you don't go racing. So GT3 is also elitist. If you want to race in GT3, if you want to become professional, you have to spend, I don't know, 500, 600,000 euros at least to get to the point where you're being paid. Either you find it from Mr. Stroll, or you find it from a sponsor, or you pay for it yourself. That's motorsport. Motorsport is elitist. And if you look at the grid in Formula 1, in my opinion, it's the strongest grid in a long time in terms of talent. So, and those guys are not, trust me, Lance Stroll would destroy most drivers. He's a very good driver. I'm not a Lance Stroll fan, but everyone thinks that when you get to Formula 1 you're average or something. Or if you don't make it to Formula 1 you failed. It's like, even if you get to test in Formula 1, you're a legend. So, I mean, no, I don't think Formula 1 is elitist. It's the pinnacle. It's a pinnacle of motorsports. And it still takes a good driver to be in the top team and to win races. And don't for one second think, guys, that Bottas is a bad driver, for example. Just Hamilton makes him look bad. But he's actually very good.
Well done, mate. That's all the best.
We're driving very slowly here, gents. Just trying to get this track medal, and I'm scared of even looking at a white line in the wrong way. I just want to get these track medals. Oh, David! Stay on the racetrack, stay on the racetrack. Yeah, but it's pretty clear that Russell was the better driver last year, guys. There's no excuses there. I mean, Russell consistently outqualified Kubica and stuff. And by the way, I'm one of the biggest Kubica fans out there. I got a photo with him at a Brazilian airport. So, and I hunted him down in that airport, and I loved his style of driving. And when he came back to F1, no one was happier than me. But there's no denying that George Russell was the better driver this year, 2019. I mean. No, Grosjean definitely should have made it to F1. He won in everything else. Isn't Kubica a test driver for Haas? Kubica and Russell had bad cars, and what was highlighted to me actually, and the reason why I think Russell beat Kubica was the difference in attitude. And if you listen to how Russell spoke on a bad day versus how Kubica spoke on a bad day, that to me was the most telling part about why Russell was able to get more out of the car. He had a much more positive outlook. So it's not just about turning a steering wheel, guys. This is what everyone misunderstands. Everyone can drive fast. Your speed in a car is barely the differentiating factor. You're talking tenths of a second. Please give me this freaking medal now.
Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
I'm guessing that ACC will come to PS5. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kubica was definitely impaired, but that's on him. I mean, he came to F1 saying that it doesn't affect him. So look, again, I think Kubica is an absolute legend, and I know that he's no question he's going to be quicker than me. No question. All of those F1 drivers are of the highest level. Best driver ever, F1 driver, Hamilton. Yep, I think Hamilton's the best ever. I think he's better than Senna. Zandvoort. Zandvoort next! Audi R8. Nick Foster, baby! My mate! I think it will come to PS5, guys. NSX, I mean, all these cars are right. They just, they feel like they understeer
Green light.
a
Good
lot.
luck again.
Oh my god, look at this FOV. Oh, guys, look at that FOV. Bonk, 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 bonk. Much better. Yeah, but it doesn't matter that the tracks Senna was racing on were more dangerous. If you think that Hamilton or Schumacher can't drive on those tracks, I mean, that makes no sense at all. They can drive on any track. They're fast everywhere. They beat everyone in everything, just like Senna did. But I think Hamilton is more rounded. I used to think Schumacher was the best. I think he's the second best now. I think Hamilton is better at overtaking than Schumacher. That was Schumacher's weakest point, was actual wheel to wheel compared to a Verstappen or Hamilton. I think Verstappen, by the way, has the potential to become the greatest. I do think that, but he still hasn't got there yet because he hasn't done enough to prove it yet. We're a bit low at the moment. The Audi is the one car I'd like to drive in real life. I've driven the Lamborghini. So the reason I say pace is not the major differentiator is because everyone at the top levels is fast. So you're no longer looking for just pure natural talent as the defining factor to determine how fast you are. It's all the things around it, like how you manage your team around you, your setup, all the things, the mind management, which is also like how you deal with the press so that it doesn't affect you on the racetrack. All those things is what eventually makes a difference between an average driver and a great driver, because they can both be very fast in, say, in a Mercedes. They can all get a pole position, but when you're doing like 20 races a year, there's going to be so many things which affect your mind and your mentality, and this is a mental game, trust me. You don't just drive fast out when you get out of bed in the morning. You have to be in a good frame of mind, and all those factors around the driving, the way that you build this nice cushion around you to be fast, is what keeps a fast driver fast and an average driver sometimes fast. And that's why the speed is not the main factor. It's so many things around your speed. I can point to 1 million fast drivers, guys. Millions. And I've coached slow drivers to become very fast drivers. I've coached slow drivers to become faster than me. There's one guy in GT Sport I coach who he came to me with a C rating, and now I can't beat him. When we do head-to-heads in our coaching sessions, he's quicker than me. I do coaching for sim racing. It's a crazy amount of braking. I coach sim racing drivers, Kipcha. I coach real drivers too, but that's only during the season, and that's at race weekends. But the coaching that's listed on my site is for sim drivers, sim racers. Hey Rory, those public servers they didn't treat me well, mate. Are you ready for Bathurst? What time does it start? I think the new Zandvoort is going to be amazing, by the way. Really looking forward to driving it. Nice apex there. Reading comments in the braking zone, never advised. In real life it's the same, you always feel like you're going to go off the track in that right-hander. I wish you could turn up the tire noise, but turn down the auxiliary stuff like the curb crashing and like all that stuff. My wheel went off there in real life. That was fun. Through that corner. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Stay on the racetrack. Look at the temperatures. Nick Foster, you're so slow around here, bro. What's going on, man? By the way, Nick Foster's one of my mates. No, it's the tire audio setting. Yeah, left side's also cooks in real life. When am I coming to Oz? I don't know, mate. Not sure. Oh. How to improve? Nothing. Competition. Okay, where are we? Okay, so we got those. We now need Suzuka, Laguna, and Kailami. Let's start with Suzuka, which is my favorite in this game at the moment. Because it's got so much grip. What car are we going to use? I'm going for the Aston. Going for the Aston. Come let it go. So fast. Shortmaster, thanks so much, my man. Please send a photo via Instagram when you have it all set up. Arkin, the default for GT3s is to brake around the 100-meter board and like work your way forward or back. Okay.
Green light, green light.
Oh, there
Go,
you
go,
go.
go.
That's a nice seat setting. I already adjusted this one. I'm aware that if I do it at night, I will get the medals quicker. But I also think at night affects the frame rate quite a lot, so I'm avoiding it for our little YouTube banter sessions. Oh, this car feels nice. gear ratios in all the cars is as per real life, guys. First gear in the Ferrari is also long, because it's not the kind of gear you use to pull away from a stop street. It's a gear that you use in the racetrack. So that's a philosophy thing. So effectively, the Ferrari has 7 gears, because first gear is like 1.5 gears. So Rosso Sim Racing, thanks so much, my man. I think you should donate that money to ACC. I also agree that ACC is underpriced, and I think, and it turns out I'm alone, that it should be a subscription model like iRacing. Not charging for tracks and cars, but a subscription model, $10 to $15 a month. They could have a bigger team. They could dedicate more people to making the online racing better. Hopefully they could work on the interface more. Let's turn on the TC. Oh, hello, understeer. Too fast in. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the public servers, but we're gonna spend this time. This live stream is about getting these track medals. I would never, ever, ever do this on my own. In Gran Turismo, I'd do the minimum to get the licenses, just so I could go racing online. Seth, yes, if you go to davidperrell.net/sim, my Discord link is there. You can... It's so funny to do a 203 in... Woo! In the game with no concentration at all, just driving around in circles reading YouTube comments, and you do a 203 around here. It's like Gran Turismo lap times. Too much grip around this track. In 2018, Nick Foster did a 2:15, and it was the lap of the gods, honestly. And he was an absolute hero. And I think in quali I did like a 2:28 or something, and I was also pole position in my qualifying session. And I was 2 or 3 tenths quicker than the next person. Ooh-wee. And here, eyes closed, 2 or 3s. Eyes closed. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Nah, I don't think Microsoft's about to buy iRacing. So those of you who joined, this is more like a chatting session as opposed to a racing session. We are attempting to get our track medals, so I can eventually go racing online.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Oh, stay on the track. I reckon the PS5 will manage. Will manage ACC. That thing's gonna be a beast. Favorite moment of my career? Spa lap record or becoming a professional racing driver. That on its own was pretty awesome. Woo! I'm starting to travel on Tuesday. I'm first going to Germany though. Testing starts at the end of Feb, so I start racing travel at the end of Feb. Time for the Lexus. We're going to use Barthez. What I think about the new GT2 class, very strange, very, very, very strange. It should have been called GTG, GT Gentleman. Because I've done like a billion laps right now. Oh well, at least in each car I get to change the view settings. Because the GT2 cars have more power than GT3 but less grip. But they've been called GT2s. GT2s should be reserved for cars that are faster than GT3s, but they're not faster. Most scary high-speed moment, brake failure in Sepang. And I've had quite a few moments in Blanchimont Eau Rouge. Quite a few. Sitting very high in this car. I think the GT2 cars should have been like GT Evo or something. Because they're like in between GT3s and GT4s. Anyway, I don't think GT2 is gonna work. iRacing is when it comes to GT cars, iRacing is terrible. 488 in that game feels absolutely nothing like a 48 in real life. Damien, the new GT1 class is called Hypercar. The ACO's class. There's currently no chance of Le Mans, guys. I mean, I make it a note in my calendar every year to try and pursue it. But there's no seat for me there, unfortunately. Sadly. I hope one day, honestly. It is the only thing I really want from racing is to actually be in Le Mans. Two dreams in my life was one, well, actually later life, was one to become professional. That was my whole life. But then to get to Le Mans, that's why I pursued. That's why I came back to racing. And I get close every year. I get close to Le Mans, but like that last 10% or 5% is so far ahead of me. It's so difficult. And by the way, it's not to do with talent or anything. It's just to do with money. I have to find a gentleman driver who wants to take me with him to Le Mans. That's what I need to do. Or I just need 300,000 euros. If I had 300,000 euros, I could race at Le Mans. The alternative is finding a gentleman AM-rank driver who will pay for my seat. So, which means he would pay at least 600,000 euros. Lexus feels nice. No idea what the Lexus feels like in real life, but it feels cool. In nice and compliant. Apparently, it's a very stiff car in real life. But that always depends on the type of suspension and stuff that you choose. Oh no, stay on the track! If I had 300,000 euros, would I do it? These days, no.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
I mean, if I had a sponsor who said, I will pay for you to be in Le Mans, that's a different situation. But if... When... Woo. Oh my god. That counts as a on the clean laps. That is so frustrating. How did I find a sponsor? I didn't. I paid for it myself to become a professional, mostly. To get to Le Mans, you need to be in European Le Mans Series or WEC. Or you just need a driver who just says, here's 1.2 million euros, let's go racing. I'm so pissed about this half spin, which has cost us the 4-lap counts. So frustrating. Yeah, Ferrari's in GTE Pro. Ronaldo's not in WEC, no. Your
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Ferrari is in WEC. It's in GTE Pro as an official team. They race under the Spirit, the AF Corsa banner, but it's all Ferrari personnel. Same with Porsche and stuff. In all forms of GT racing, the top teams use the factory drivers. That's why each factory needs like 6 to 12 pro drivers in their roster. Like Audi has 10 or whatever. Porsche has even more. That's how GT racing works. Usually the pro in the car is the pro. GT3s have race on Pirelli tires mostly, and have ABS and run to different rules. GTE have no ABS. Often they have more torque but less power. GTE Pro have Michelin confidential tires. More downforce, a little bit more downforce, more power, more grip, better torque. Let's see if the hypercars go well. I'm skeptical. The reason I'm skeptical about hypercars is because of how they manage the BOP with the GTE Pro cars at the moment. It's unfortunately quite bad. So I don't see how they're going to fix that with the hypercars. I think the GT World Challenge, which was called Blancpain, is the most exciting to watch. Especially like the last 20 to 30 minutes of an endurance race, they're always close. So I really recommend watching those if you don't know what to watch. I don't have a private car. I don't own a car, gents. I haven't owned one since 2015.
You've got some light damage on the front.
I sold my car to go racing. One more track to go. GTE AM cars use Dunlop tires. GTE Pro cars use Michelin Confidentials. Actually, the Dunlop's also Confidentials.
Green light, give it all you can.
Would I consider VR? I don't know. It's VR is very cool, but I don't need it. I like also just seeing around my room. I can get quite nauseous actually sometimes if the VR is not well done. I have raced ACC in VR though at my friend's house. That was cool. Dream sports car is a Ferrari F12 TDF. Yeah, GTE AM cars are the non-factory cars. There's GTE Pro and there's GTE. In European Le Mans, it's called GTE AM basically. There is no GTE Pro in European Le Mans. They call it GTLM. No, LMGTE, sorry. It's very confusing. Barrett, thanks for the fiber, mate. Appreciate it. No, stay on the track. Stay on the track. I was in Maranello in December. I was at Fiorano. I took more than a loan, my friend. I sold my car, took massive loans. I did everything. I spent everything I had. I had to find, to become a pro, like 400,000 euros. I personally had saved from my company and stuff like 100,000. And sold my car and everything. That gave me like another 50 or so. And I'm still paying off massive loans today. The money I earned from racing, I'm still using that to pay off my previous stuff. So nothing new, nothing special. But I had brake failure and broke my leg in 2014. Tyrone, all the guys have talent, so it's not about the fact that it's based on talent alone. The guys who are racing at the top level and who are professionals are the most talented people there are. And talent, as I said earlier, is not the differentiating factor. It's your creativity and ability to get to where you want to be and working hard to get there. That's what makes a good racing driver. Trust me, the guys who got to the top, most of them had to fight tooth and nail, and no matter how talented you are, if you don't have that level of desire, you won't beat them. Trust me. No, I'm not doing Bathurst iRacing. I can't think of anything worse than driving a GT car in iRacing for 12 hours. Once you start earning money, it's a good money. No, it's nothing special, honestly.
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far.
You don't become a millionaire from racing GT cars, guys. I don't know, maybe it's like earning the same money as like a... Actually, it depends, because You get paid per race. You don't get paid like per year. You get paid per race. So some people are professional drivers, but they only do 5 races, and that's not enough to make a living. Trust me. That just means you get paid to do something once every 5 years. Not having the money, I had to find 300,000 euros from somewhere. It wasn't from my family or anything. It was from me being like, just, first of all, I was clearly performing well enough on track that people wanted to help me. But yeah, if you want to play motorsports in real life, you have to find the money from something. If you think that your talent is going to get you there on its own, you're wrong. Because trust me, the pros who are being paid in racing are already the most talented in the world. You maybe 1 or 0.5% more talented than them, but even Max Verstappen, who's considered the most talented driver in the world right now, even he had to pay his way.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Exactly. How to make a small fortune in racing? Start with a big one. Nico, who else is going to pay to race the car? Is it the team? Where does the team get the money? And if they had the money, would they use you, who is an amateur, or a proven professional? So that's why you pay for your seat. These cars cost, in like GT World Challenge, it will cost like €1 million a year to do sprint and endurance. That money has to come from somewhere. So it usually comes from the drivers. Okay, gents, I have to sign out. I have to sign out because I got coaching now. That's how I make money. Coaching. And racing cars, but mostly coaching. Look, it's open, but only in 3 hours. But it's finally done. It's finally done. I'm so happy. What a mission. 2 hours to just get some of the tracks. Sorry, gents. I have to go into coaching now. I would do that live, but it's private. How do I feel about the relation between money and motorsport? I'm completely at ease with it. Completely at ease with it. Because when I ran out of money when I was 23, I was upset. And then I just realized, like, it has nothing to do with how good you are, because the guys I was racing against were just as good as me. So it wasn't like my talent was going to carry me further. And I found that in GTs as well. So it's all good. All right, I really have to sign out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I needed to do a screenshot. Can one of you create a screenshot of the Porsche going around Bathurst and then stick it in my private Discord channel? That would be much appreciated. I'll give you photo credits. I'll put your name on the thing. All right. Catch you later, gents. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to make a quick cup of coffee and then head into my coaching. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.